Hello, this is Gordon Clark of Toe of Animation Productions, and today I'm bringing you episode 1 of my Let's Play of System Shock 2. System Shock 2 was made by the same developers as BioShock and BioShock 2 in 1999. It was published by EA, and it has many similarities to BioShock. In fact, BioShock had very similar gameplay, reused some of the same sound effects, and even had some of the same voice actors. Think of System Shock 2 as BioShock in space and in the future. No, scratch that. Think of BioShock as System Shock 2 combined with Repo the Genetic Opera. That's what I think of when I think of BioShock. The games are very similar in many ways, and well, they're both great games. The thing you need to know about System Shock 2 is it's a hell of a lot harder than BioShock. And today?
February 3rd is the day
well,
happens.
I'll let you see what I'm going to do when I get there, but here's the intro cutscene anyway. Funny story about this. This isn't actually happening. And by that I mean I'm not currently playing the game. Currently my computer is sitting here with my amazing Rainbow Dash desktop wallpaper clearly visible, because my version of System Shock 2 has problems with the cutscenes, and they just don't play. So I took this off of YouTube and recorded the intro for the video beforehand. Now, I'm not going to put in the other cutscenes, because putting this one in was more trouble than it was worth, quite honestly. I only did this to get a good introduction to the Let's Play, where I could, like, explain what the game was about without being stuck on the menu screen like I did with Clock Tower. Oh dear God, that was the worst Let's Play I've ever done. But hopefully, you guys will enjoy this one a lot more than you enjoyed my Let's Play of Clock Tower. I mean, you guys enjoyed that one a lot, and I'm surprised by that. But, that one was pretty bad, quite honestly. It was just terrible. I mean, how could anyone like that? But you guys loved it. So hopefully you like this one better, because this one is going to be better. Now, after this intro cutscene, I'm going to go through the preparational phase of the Let's Play, and then I'm going to start up the game. And you'll see that right now. Sadly, there was a bit of an error in which we could not show you the menu screen for some reason or another. But, this is the beginning of System Shock 2, and we are going to start the game right now.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
But I don't want to go to the grav shafts. Not yet. Also, I forgot to mention, this was in 2006 in the GT Countdown thing that I mentioned in my last Let's Play. This was the 9th scariest game of all time.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
Whee! Grav shaft. That's fast for a grav shaft. Alright, now, normally people would go right through that door and into training. I am not dumb. I am not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up here and basketball. That will be very handy later in the game. Now, you might notice that this is in full screen, and you're probably asking, why didn't you use the widescreen mod? Well, the widescreen mod screws up the heads-up display. Another interesting thing I noticed here, first of all, you can't go in there. Not all that interesting. But if you look closely at their faces, these are the models they use for the corpses that are lying around. They have the terrified faces on, and it looks like their AI is programmed to be that of the mutant hybrids due to the way they're standing. It's just weird. Yeah, look at that. That was the weirdest thing ever. So yeah, weirdly programmed, improperly textured, kind of sucks. But anyway, so this Let's Play, it's going to be going through training.
Before you choose your career,
And
you'll want to learn some basic
this
abilities.
guy's talking at me.
First,
But this
you
is going to
should
go
to
through
the basic
training, and I'm going to
center.
do another
When
one
you're done with basic
almost
training,
immediately
proceed to
afterwards.
the
They're going to
advanced
come out on the same
training
day. That's going to be the first
To
deck.
pick up some basic skills you'll need
This
to
is
get
going to
by
teach you
in
basic
service,
skills.
enter this CyberLink booth.
It's going to tell you to go in
Welcome
there. I
training.
don't even care what he
While
has to
you're in our
say.
virtual training
Yep.
courses,
I
we
want to go.
provide
Come
you
on,
with a
let's go.
simulated
I've done this
cyber
before,
interface.
like 3
This
times.
training interface is identical to an actual
Yep.
military-grade cyber
There you go.
interface.
Heads-up display. Perfect.
Now,
Good.
let's try it out.
Yeah,
Move the
let's.
mouse.
Yeah,
See
I'm
how
moving
it
it.
changes
Looking
where you
around.
look?
Looking around. Looking
That
around.
means you're in
Yep.
shoot mode.
Yep. I'm in
Hit the
shoot
tab
mode.
key.
Hit the. Yep.
This
I know.
puts you in use mode,
Q,
where you
E,
can use your
look
mouse
side to
to
side.
interact
That's
with
very
items in
handy
the
later
world.
on. But I don't
Open your
care.
primary MFD, or multifunction
Yeah,
display.
yeah, there's my
by clicking
multifunction
on the
display.
MFD
I never
button
use
near
that
the bottom
again,
of the
ever.
screen.
I just... Come on, let's go.
This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to
God,
continue,
Flapjacks,
press the
damn it,
tab
come
key to
on.
Go back to shoot mode.
Yeah.
Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
Yeah, I know. There's the basketball, by
Follow
the way.
red path
I'll
along
need
the
that
ground
later in the
to the
game.
next training station.
It's an Easter egg. But anyway, this is like
To
Tron.
pick up items, center them
Picking
on
up.
your screen and
I've
right-click.
done this like 1,000
This will
times.
automatically
Why
place
can't I
that
pick you up?
item into
Chips,
your
chips,
inventory.
chips,
To
chips.
view your inventory,
Chips.
press the tab key. You can move items around your
Mouse
inventory
sensitivity
by
is too high.
left-clicking and dragging them around. To drop an
I'll
item,
fix that for the
drag
next
it from your
episode.
inventory into the 3D view and release the mouse button. To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse
Oh, he's
button.
talking about this.
All usable items will have brackets around them.
This one's a
Highlight the button
holographic
on the
lift.
pillar and right-click. This will activate the lift. Try it out.
It's not even an actual lift. If it were an
If you can
actual
still see
lift,
your
that would be
inventory
fun.
display, it means
That-
you're in use
yep.
mode.
Yeah, I know.
Hit tab to return to shoot mode.
I'm not dumb. I'm
The
not a
object
complete
before you
dumbass. Come
is a
on.
med hypo.
Yep,
Pick it
med
up,
hypo.
then
I can
press
use
tab
it.
to go into use
Please
mode.
stop talking.
Right-click. See the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and
I
right-click.
Don't
If
even
you are
know
in use mode,
why I
simply
need that
move
from
the
him.
pointer to the crate,
I don't need
and
any
one of the
research to
most
do.
important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA.
PDA.
This
Let's
device
listen to the test
stores audio
message.
logs,
This message is
emails,
coming
and
from
other
the audio
useful
log you just
information.
picked up.
Click on the
You can
disk
use your
icon near the
PDA
bottom of
at
your
any time
screen
to
to bring
play
up the
any audio
PDA
log
display.
or email you've
Currently,
received.
the
In
contents
the
of your
field, the
PDA
PDA
are
is
empty.
also used for
Now
keeping
pick up
track
the
of your
audio
current
log
mission
in front of you.
objectives and obtaining help information.
Wow, the dear God, this guy, the tutorial, he sucks.
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling.
What the hell?
Holding down the spacebar. Mantling lets you pull yourself up to ledges and other high places in front of you. Give it a try.
Why didn't it let me jump? I mantled that, jump across, mantle. Why didn't it let me do that the first? And then ladders.
To climb
ladders.
a ladder.
Yes,
simply
I know
walk
how to
into it
climb a
and look
ladder.
upward.
Dear
You'll
God,
automatically
what is
start
wrong
climbing
with
the
you?
ladder.
I'm gonna leave. Goodbye.
You've done well. Remember,
Yep,
if you're
yep,
unclear on any aspect of what
Shut
you
up!
can repeat the training
Just
as often
shut
as you
up!
wish.
Stop talking! Going
If
to
you've
advanced
completed
training.
basic training.
All right, wannabe.
I love this
Good to
guy.
have you on board. You'll notice when you're in the CyberLink booth, the UNN is now will teach you how to handle a firearm.
Yep,
Pick
yep,
up the
yep,
pistol
yep.
and the clip from the table. You can equip the weapon in one of two ways. Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's
Okay,
too
this
slow
is
for
how you kill an
can
enemy.
use a
Basically,
high keyboard.
shoot it until it
If the
dies.
pistol is in your
I love how they have a health
inventory, it
bar.
will equip
That's great.
you automatically.
That is explained
To lock
because
and
there's
load
this
the ammo
cyber
clip,
interface you're
hit the
implanted
R
with
key
these
or hit the
mechanical
reload
things.
button on the
Oh
lower
God.
right corner of your screen.
These things,
Once
by
you've
the way,
loaded
these
the
are
firearm,
protocol droids.
take
Later
a
in the
shot
game,
at
they
dummy
are
robot
the
by
biggest
pressing
pain
the
in the
left
world
mouse button when it's
because
shooting.
they follow you
Notice
around
that
and
when the
explode.
fire is shorter, as you
Just
move away.
like they follow you around and then do that right next to you. And then this is going to teach you about using laser pistols. This does not take any ammo, and that is amazing. I forgot which one. Number 5. Okay. Use the recharging station, and then just shoot it with the laser pistol.
Weapons, batteries, you name it.
I think red lasers from a laser pistol doesn't make any sense, because blue lasers burn things and stuff. In fact, I'm actually planning on making a working laser pistol that does this. And then weapons are not fine wines, blah blah blah, I know this. Pistol, average, and you just drag down on there and fix it perfect condition, and there's that.
Fight the effects of wear and tear. A soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance
Alright,
tool
I know this,
to
I know.
improve the condition of.
I'm just going through the tutorial for you guys' sake, just to see a few of the gameplay elements that I'm going to be going through beforehand. So, you know.
You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth.
This is the skill set I'm going for. I'm going to be in the Navy, which is,
the object in front of you is a container of
nanites. Nanites, that's important.
Whenever you perform
Listen to this.
tasks, such as hacking or repairing. When you pick up the container of nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen. Walk over to the keypad by the door and try out hacking.
Hacking is another important thing. They did this in Bioshock as well. Look at this. You got a number pad, you don't know the code, so you hack it. Start, and these you want to avoid. If you hit one of these and it turns dark, then the whole thing just explodes. The keypad is gone. You cannot hack the door anymore. So, just connect 3 of those, and there you go. And get the nanites.
If one of these turns dark, you can use nanites to buy items from replicators. To use
Yeah,
a replicator,
that was perfect. That was a perfect cut too. But anyway, so
the item you purchased will
I don't need anything there, but I guess you can hack everything practically. And that lowers the price. Anti-personnel bullets. Those are very handy later. Why are they very handy later? Because later, well, they're good against enemies made of flesh, and most of the enemies in the game are made out of flesh, although you have to be very careful, because some are mechanical, made out of metal, and those are you need armor piercing for that, or even laser weapons, but anyway, skipping that.
Basics of the technical skills.
Yep, I know technical skills. I don't really need to know anything else, but I'm going to go through the psi skills to show you what they're like. Hippie lady, shut up. Okay, yep, okay, shut up. Okay, 5 psi points, these are psi hypos, bam, bam. And I now have full psi. And now, this is a psi amp. You can use it, press the tilde key, and psi pull,
and then hit the tilde key.
and then
Firing the psi amp activates your
you just hold left click, and you have to select which side discipline you want.
Cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode.
So,
click on the arrows
and then
on
the
the
arrows
bottom right
change
of
which
the
one,
screen.
and cryokinesis, bam. I think this is the one I use the
Discipline.
most throughout the entire. Did I just get
Later,
hurt? What
clicking
was
on the
that sound?
arrows
It sounded
above
like
the number to
the
the
sound you
left
make when you get
will
hurt.
allow you
Either
to
way,
select psi
I'm done with
disciplines
psi
for
training,
higher
like
tiers.
entirely.
Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot.
Like
and
completely.
kinetic redirection to
So
pull
I don't
that
need to
nanite
show you
container
anymore.
towards
This is
you.
all there is to show you in tutorial. So I'm just gonna
Mastery
leave.
of the mind,
Hippie lady,
the
shut
slow
up.
but
I don't like
rewarding
you.
process.
Alright.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches in the military.
Oh,
Once you decide
look at
on
that.
your
That
branch
is
of
beauty.
service, there's no going back.
I know which one I'm
The
gonna
shuttle
do
will
though.
take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Yep, there you go. And so I'm going to choose the Navy because they have technical skills and those are the most handy. So here you go. And this is more tutorial, just getting ready to go. There's the guy. Stinko, man. Everyone says that you're the guy, but I want to be the guy too. Nobody wants to be the guy. This is the guy. He stands there watching you and doing stuff on that computer in a creepy room full of green light that later in the game would almost definitely be full of radiation. So, it's space. Wonderful. Space. And then it's this guy again.
Station Chesapeake Bay, sailor.
Yep,
It looks
shut
like
up.
you picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty.
Does this
Your
door
tour
open?
will consist
No,
of
that's
4
sad.
postings over 4 years.
Why do these doors
In
not
this
open?
man's
These are
Navy, You're
cool.
given a choice of 3
And
different
there's-
postings a year. It's up to
they're
you
like-
to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely.
There are crates in some of these
Just approach your
doors,
shuttle bay
and
to
you
receive
get to
a
them.
briefing on a posting.
Yeah, there's a
If you
crate.
think
You
that
could
posting
get
is right for you,
handy
enter that
stuff
bay
from
to
there,
accept
like
the
items
assignment.
and stuff. But you can't. Why? Because they're too dumb to let you. Plus, you can't open your inventory anyway. And then more crates. So many crates. And an explosive barrel. I'm going to look through this window all 3 years of the training. There's a locker, too, and you can't access this. There are bunches of containers, and you can't get to them. So, let's see. Which one?
The UNN
Modify
Lucille
in
is looking...
strength,
The UNN
repair in
Lucille-
strength,
The UNN Lucille
hack
is
in
looking
strength.
for an
I
ops
want
training
hack
officer
skill.
to learn the ship's navigation and data control system.
Because with hacking skill, you can just bypass everything. February 13, 2112. Your tour of duty aboard the UNN Lucille has concluded. You've spent a productive year. Captain Mayer was pleased with your work, especially with your initiative you showed in physical training. A friendly ensign showed you some backdoors into the ship's primary data loop, and you spent your time off pumping good old-fashioned iron. 1 hack, 1 strength. I don't care. Year 2. What are we doing now? Let's see.
Laverne, Florida hosts the Navy's premier
nah.
tactical... The UNN Pierce is ferrying liberated political...
Nah.
The UNN Carfax is undertaking...
No. Cyber affinity reduces...
The UNN Carfax is
I'll do
undertaking
this.
a mission to examine a newly discovered plasma...
Yep. I don't care. I'm not even going to read that this time. Year 3. The year before shit happens. Okay.
The Navy's strongly
Yamamoto
encourages
Zero
every
G
sailor
training.
to-
+2 agility.
The Navy
+2 endurance.
the Navy's
+2
Mary
research. No,
The
+1
Navy
research.
maintains the
Damn,
survival
that's
training
not
school
much
on the
research.
ship.
I'm going to go
The
here.
Navy strongly
Yamamoto
encourages
Zero G
every
training.
sailor to undertake some
Better
amount of
agility,
zero-G
faster
training.
speed, better chance of survival. Okay, there we go. And this is where shit happens. So this is where episode 1 is going to end. So I will see you in the next episode. System Shock 2, the Let's Play System Shock 2 episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna actually try to be a bit of a motor mouth through the entire Let's Play, because last time it was boring because I wasn't. So here we go.